That's right. It's time for a Black's view of the news. It's KP Video News, y'all. And we getting ready to get busy here. And so with the first story, you know, it's really disturbing. This story just came out. It just came out. And it's a story about Breonna Taylor shooting, the hunt for answers in the case of a black woman killed by police. It's been 2 months since Breonna Taylor was sleeping in her apartment in South Louisville, Kentucky, when plainclothes police officers arrived outside her door in the early hours of March 13th. Across the country, many people were starting to work from home as the grip of the coronavirus quickly spread, but Taylor, a 26-year-old certified EMT, that's the emergency medical transport, was an essential worker, still going to help at 2 Louisville hospitals as the city braced for the worst. She had no regrets for her health when it came to helping others, said lawyer Ben Crump in a virtual press conference on Wednesday. And the tragedy is it wasn't coronavirus that killed Breonna Taylor. It was police officers that were being reckless and irresponsible and shooting from the outside the house, shooting through windows. They don't do this in other neighborhoods. With officials and the media largely distracted by the coronavirus pandemic, the police killing of Taylor, who was African American, largely escaped widespread scrutiny. Taylor's family and friends called for justice, rallying outside the downtown Louisville court complex in March, but they gained little momentum. That changed after the release of a video showing the shooting of ARBERY, a black jogger who was confronted and gunned down by a white father and son. More attention is being paid to Taylor's death as eyes are once again drawn to the epidemic of young black Americans being gunned down by cops and federal civilians alike. Crump, who also represents the Arbery family, was previously involved in other high-profile cases of African-American shooting victims, including Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and Tamir Rice. On Wednesday, California Senator and former presidential candidate Kamala Harris called for the Department of Justice to investigate Taylor's killing. It wasn't coronavirus that killed Breonna Taylor. It was the police officers that were being reckless and irresponsible. Ben Crump, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, called reports about Taylor's death troubling and called for a review into the results of the police investigation to ensure justice is done at a time when many are concerned that justice is not blind. On the night that Taylor was killed, the officers were serving a no-knock search warrant in a narcotics investigation. Police have since said that officers knocked and announced themselves before entering. Lawyers for Taylor's family and her boyfriend Kenneth Walker, who was with Taylor that night, said they did not. Walker said he thought he was witnessing a home invasion, prompting him to pick up his gun and fire a shot that hit an officer in the leg after a battering ram plowed through the apartment's door. Police responded by firing more than 20 times. Taylor was hit by 8 rounds, according to the affidavit filed by Walker's defense lawyer, Rob Eggert. You could look through one of the bullet holes and see into the next door apartment. It was incredible that Miss Taylor was the only one killed, he added in the document. No drugs were found. Taylor died. Walker was arrested and charged with attempted murder of a police officer and first-degree assault. Then 3 officers involved were reassigned pending an investigation. In a suit against the Louisville police officers involved in the shooting, lawyers for Taylor's family accused the police of negligence, excessive force, and wrongful death. Additionally, they said police were searching for a suspect who had already been apprehended the previous day, and that police lacked probable cause in firing their weapons blindly. Lawyers wrote, police showed a total disregard for the value of human life. Breonna had posted no threat to the officers and did nothing to deserve to die at their hands. An affidavit for a search warrant obtained by the Guardian on Wednesday described how police had observed a car regularly operated by 2 suspected drug dealers made frequent trips from a drug dealing trap house near the center to Taylor's home more than 10 miles away. According to the warrant, police believe one of the suspected dealers, Marcus Glover, was keeping either drugs or money in Taylor's home. In applying for the warrant for Taylor's apartment, the police requested permission for a no-knock entry due to the nature of how these drug traffickers operate. Lawyers for Walker and Taylor say neighbors in the building can attest that police did not knock or announce themselves. And the Louisville police spokesperson did not respond to questions from the Guardian about how officers executed the search warrant. The police department often releases video captured by body-worn cameras after police-involved shootings, but the officers involved serving the warrant on Taylor's home do not wear body cams. If this was another community, another household in more affluent community, lightning would strike and thunder would groan if such a warrant were issued, Crump said. Walker, Crump said, believed the police were committing a home invasion. Don't African Americans have the right to the Second Amendment? He was trying to protect Breonna, and he was trying to protect himself. After a judge released Walker to home incarceration in late March, the president of the River City Fraternal Order Police, which represents Louisville police officers, called a decision to slap in the face to everyone wearing a badge. And speaking to the Guardian, Walker's attorney, Eggert, said, given the facts of the case, they ought to dismiss the case against Kenneth Walker. And this is another one of those cases. So, on Tuesday, Democratic Senate candidate Mike Breuer tweeted, if you're African American in this country, you can be killed by police or ex-police or wannabe police, and people will say you were no angel, as EMT Breonna Taylor saved lives. Who, if not her, is an angel? So hey, that's how that goes, man. That's how it goes, and we know the score. We already know the score because we've been down this road, and we've traveled down this road too many times, far too many times. So, we have another update on the ARBERY killing, and we have, let's see, less than 2 weeks before ARBERY was pursued by two men and fatally shot after purportedly entering a home under construction in Brunswick, Georgia. One of the suspects reported an encounter with the man at the same building site. So Travis McMichael, the son of the shooter, one of the two men charged in Arbery's death on February 23rd, said in a 911 call on February 11th, that's basically a week earlier, that he was driving his pickup truck past the construction site when he spotted someone in a that he deemed suspicious, according to the audio call obtained by the Atlanta Journal. So I was leaving the neighborhood and I just caught a guy running into a house being built, McMichael told a dispatcher, according to the newspaper. When I turned around, he took off running into the house. We've been having a lot of burglaries and break-ins around here lately, McMichael's told the operator. Travis McMichael, 34, said his father, Greg McMichael, 64, were arrested and charged on May 7th with the murder and aggravated assault on Arbery's death. Arbery's family said he was out jogging on the 23rd. Greg McMichael said he and his son armed themselves and pursued Arbery in a pickup truck after seeing him run down the street, according to a Glenn County police report. Gregory McMichael told police he suspected Arbery was a burglar who had recently been targeting the neighborhood. He also said Arbery attacked Travis McMichael and the two of them started fighting over the shotgun before the younger McMichael shot him, the police report said. However, after reviewing the video and all of the information is coming out that, the son was still on the truck and he didn't even have the shotgun. So all of this stuff is basically a real sad situation. But the owner of the house, the owner of the property, stated that he didn't even know the McMichaels. He never called the McMichaels. He never said anything to the McMichaels. He never met them. And it's like, so what he was saying was that he had a camera that he had put into his house. He said he never linked any of these videos to any one person or Arbery, and he didn't see these as burglaries. Even if there had been a robbery, however, the English family would not have wanted a vigilante response. They would have entrusted the matter to law enforcement authorities. English has shared with Glen County Police security camera video from the building taken on February 11th. McGrady said he also shared with people the video from the day of Arbery's death. They showed a black man wearing a t-shirt and shorts walking up the construction site, entering and then leaving shortly thereafter. Lawyers representing Arbery said in a statement Saturday the security camera video from February 23rd proves Arbery did nothing wrong. He didn't take anything from the property. The February 11th video, as with one from February 23rd, was an after-the-fact piece of information that came out, Grady said, referring to the fatal shooting. Lawyers and have been going back and forth here, trying to basically throw a twist, some type of twist in the story. And this is one story that's definitely going to have to follow. And now we're going on to the part 3 with the D.C. dunce. And even Senator Lindsey Graham rejects Trump's call to summon Obama to testify on some alleged Obamagate conspiracy, which should be Idiot 45 conspiracy. President Idiot 45 on Thursday urged Senate Judiciary Chairman Lindsey Graham to call former President Barack Obama to testify about what Trump alleges about evidence of was a conspiracy involving his predecessor, Prospect Graham, promptly rejected. In recent days, Idiot 45 has sought to amplify an Obamagate conspiracy theory that has taken root on the right that falsely suggests Obama and former Vice President Joe Biden, I knew that was coming, he was going to try to bring Biden into this crap that he's throwing out there, oversaw an effort to spy on Trump's campaign to delegitimize his presidency. If I were a senator or congressman, the first person I would call to testify about the biggest political crime and scandal in the history of the USA by far is former President Barack Obama. He knew everything, Trump said in a tweet, which he urged Graham to just do it. Trump has called the alleged scandal worse than Watergate and has kept up a drumbeat of accusations that Obama committed a crime, though he declined to offer specifics when asked to explain the extraordinary charges during a Rose Garden interview on Monday. Asked about Trump's latest tweet on the issue, Graham told Politico that he has no intention of summoning Obama to Capitol Hill. I don't think now's the time for me to do that. I don't know if that's even possible, Graham said, adding, I understand Trump's frustration, but be careful what you ask for. In a subsequent tweet, Graham wrote that both Trump and Obama are welcome to come before the committee and share their concerns about each other. If nothing else, it would make for great TV. I have great doubts about whether it would be wise for the country, the senator added. The Justice Department said in a published opinion last year that former presidents cannot be compelled to testify before Congress. Trump has ramped up his accusations in the wake of the Justice Department's decision to drop his prosecution of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Former Obama aides have been dismissive of Trump's efforts. No one knows what Obamagate is, and that includes President Idiot 45 Trump. It is a hashtag in search of a scandal, said Ned Price, a former CIA analyst who served as National Security Council spokesman under Obama. The only people it will galvanize are those that are already 100% behind Trump. So basically, it's just a publicity stunt, just like the whole lock her up chant that he created, trying to throw people off the scent, trying to put bad press out there against Hillary Clinton. Now he's trying to use Obama in order to attack Biden, and it's just all prefabricated. If you remember, After the election, he was talking all that lock her up stuff while he was trying to run for office. But as soon as the election was over with, it just all disappeared. The whole Hillary Clinton thing just disappeared, and it galvanized a bunch of idiots out there that fell for it. Bunch of idiots. So, yep, bunch of idiots, man, just out there doing whatever, man. And it's like, wow, you guys really, really fell for the okie doke. You fell for the stupid doke. Fell for the idiot doke out there.